Good, happy Tuesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to your news, weather, and traffic update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Let's get started. First up, new trial granted for former physicologist convicted of sexual assault. A new trial has been granted for a former child physicologist who was convicted of sexually assaulting one of his patients. Fard Ashouf was granted a new trial Tuesday after the defense presented evidence at a hearing last month that two of the jurors in the original trial were victims of sexual abuse. Superior Court Judge Diane Nicholas ruled that the two jurors were not implement and would have been excused from service if they had disclosed that they were victims. Ashouf was convicted in June of 2016 of sexual assaulting a 12-year-old boy during a therapy session in Concord. He was sentenced to 3 to 6 years in prison 2 months later. Both jurors revealed during deliberation that they had been sexually assaulted as children, according to Nicholas' ruling. The judge said that people who have been victims can be fair and impartial, but she said that in this case, there were enough concerns about the jurors' state of mind to warrant a new trial. The decision means that the jurors' decision is vacated and partial bail has been restrained. His attorney said Ashouf could be released as soon as Tuesday. A status hearing is scheduled for next month. And there you go on that report. Man questioned in fatal shooting, also accused of robbery and rape. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston.
So you can't save money? That's easy as pie. Brown bag your lunch instead of going out. $6 save times 5 days a week times 10 years is $21,000. That's a lot of letters. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feedthepig.org.
At 10 o'clock last night, police said the 21-year-old man walked into the Richdale convenience store here in North Andover, right along Route 125, was armed, wore a mask, and forced the sole female employee to lock the front doors, brought her to a back room where he's accused of raping her, and then robbed the convenience store. This is video of that man here this morning. Brian Brito was arrested just a short time later by state police. The Audi sedan which he was driving was pulled over. Not only did his car match the description wanted for the North Andover robbery and rape, but it also matched the vehicle description for murder in Lynn hours earlier. It was 6 o'clock last night. A 24-year-old pizza delivery man was found shot multiple times in his car. Now, upon Brito's arrest, police found a loaded semi-automatic handgun in his jacket and ammunition in his pants. The pizza driver's friend spoke with the victim just moments before the shooting.
Asked him to give me a ride home, and he would. He wouldn't even think twice about it, and always had a smile on his face, and always said, "Hey, how's it going?" And he was just a sincere, hard worker, and he didn't deserve.
Brian Brito was arraigned in Peabody this morning on the charges of illegal gun possession and driving with a revoked license. He will be arraigned next week on the charges out of North Andover, and he does remain a person of interest in that fatally shooting of a pizza delivery man in Lynn. We're live in North Andover right now. I'm Reed Lamberty, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Governor LePage on healthcare. Maine may do our own thing. Governor Paul LePage said Tuesday he may explore a state-run insurance program if Affordable Care Act fails. The governor made the remarks Tuesday on his weekly radio appearance on WVOM's George Hale and Rice Tyler show. Last week, Republican leaders in Congress pulled a vote on their plan to replace and repeal President Barack Obama's health care legislation. The governor did not provide details about the potential proposal. LePage said he is disappointed Republicans could not stand together. The governor also said he believes he is the most conservative governor in the country. Dow rises 100 points after strong consumer confidence data. Financials, energy up 1%. U.S. equities rose on Tuesday as investors designated strong consumer confidence data, with financials leading. House votes to repeal Obama-era broadband privacy rules. The House of Representatives on Tuesday voted to repeal broadband privacy rules from the Obama era in what's considered a win for the internet service providers. This story is developing. We'll keep you updated as more information comes available to us. House internal hearing canceled after Trump admin advisor of planned testimony. The Republican chair of the House Intelligence Committee postponed a hearing featuring former acting Attorney General Sally Yates after her lawyer advised the Trump administration that she was planning to testify about internal discussions about Donald Trump's former national security advisor, Mike Flynn, and his communications with a Russian diplomat, ABC News has learned. And now let's take a look at your weather for tonight and tomorrow. And your weather for tonight, rain ending early, then patchy fog forming, lows in the 30s. For Wednesday, clearing skies and breezy, highs in the upper 40s. For Wednesday night, clear skies and cooler, lows around 30 degrees. Now let's take a quick look at your traffic. And a quick look at your traffic right now. We're seeing a lot of green roadways. We have a few yellow spots and a few red areas. Otherwise, your traffic is moving pretty okay on your Tuesday evening. It might be slow going in some areas on the roadways due to the snow and due to the rain and fog. That does it for your news, weather, and traffic update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday night. See you back here later tomorrow. Bye, everyone.